Good afternoon, everybody. This is Daryl Elliott of Diadem Technologies, and we are excited to come to you to talk about the Hair and Scalp Diaries. We are here with some awesome people. We have Tara T. Gregory, who is our main highlighted seller on FireCART television, and we are thankful for her to be here as one of the preeminent experts in hair care and scalp and good health so that you may enjoy your life the way you would like to. Also with me is Kimberly Elliott, COO of Diadem Technologies and FireCART. And we are just excited to come to you today. So we're going to have a wonderful discussion. Look, like, share, subscribe to all of the channels here at FireCART. We are excited about the launch of the platform. We're going to talk to you a little bit more about it, but we're going to just get into it with Tara and Kimberly. I'm just here, just hanging out with the pros. So I just want you to just tell somebody what's going on. Hey guys, what's going on with you all?
Oh my goodness, I am so excited to be here with you guys today because we're going to talk about something that's major for me, major for you, Tara. It might be a little major for you too, Daryl.
Yes.
We're talking about getting down to business, a discussion of hair loss and scalp conditions. And this is our first pilot episode of the Scalp and Hair Loss Diaries with Tara T. Adora. Woo! So
I'm gonna let you guys do what you do. I'm just here hanging out as the resident bald guy, and we can just enjoy conversation. If you have questions, if you have anything that you need to ask, feel free. We're here to share with you. So this is an interactive community. So Tara, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Hi everyone, Pastor Daryl. Kimberly, I am so honored. First of all, I just want to say how honored I am to be here. I don't count it lightly. You know, we all have busy schedules. You know, we all have, separate things that we're doing. But when you make a commitment to show up and to be a part, to make a difference in the community, and you just offer that space to be able to do that, I'm just humbled by that because that is my heart. My heart is to serve. My heart is to teach, to impart, everything that I have learned in the beauty industry. So to be able to come onto this platform and to be able to share that, I just want to say just how grateful and thankful I am to that. And hopefully we can impact so many lives. So I just want to say thank you guys, but I am doing wonderful. I am blessed. I am excited. I just cannot wait to just see how this just blossoms into what I know is just going to just set the beauty industry on fire. Come on here, FireCART.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead, Kim. I'm going to let you guys go and have conversation and let everybody hang on out with us.
Well, I am Kimberly Elliott, COO of Diadem Technologies and FireCART. I am a tech nerd and a hair nerd. But I must say, as much as I think I know about hair, I'm self-proclaimed a hair nerd, self-studied, but I'm going to have to bow out to the queen today, the trichologist, the well-trained extraordinaire of hair care, Miss Tara T. Adora. Okay. And I'm so excited to have her share her knowledge of trichology. And for those of us who are not familiar and know all the ins and outs, could you tell us more about what a trichologist is and what she does?
Yes, absolutely. So a trichologist is one who specializes in hair and scalp diseases. A lot of people may not know this, but trich is a Greek word for hair. ology is a suffix that means the study of. So it is the study of hair and scalp diseases. Yes, you have to get training and license, do your clinicals, work with a lot of clients. It consists of a lot of hours, a lot of studying. And I tell people all the time, once you get your first certificate or whatever that is, continue your education. If I could leave anything to anybody, please continue your education. And the reason why I say that, because we are in the beauty industry, I am a beauty brand, so things are always changing. Products are changing, styling techniques are changing, styling tools are changing, scalp diseases and things that we've never seen before. It's here. We just came out of COVID, and a lot of people don't know that. Because of stress and because of what COVID actually did to our bodies and everything, that is also what am I trying to say? I don't want to say disease, virus. Thank you, Jesus. A virus that can also cause hair loss, and there is a technical term for that. And that's another thing I want people to stay tuned, because we will go through what those different systemic conditions and diseases and things that we're dealing with, how it can actually affect the hair, the scalp, medications, things of that nature. But once this virus came, it wreaked havoc on that hair. So I tell people, study, go to school, get those extra certifications, learn about what's happening out here. In the hair loss, hair care business industry, whatever you're doing. So yeah, so that is what a trichologist is. I do this full time. I also explain to clients that hair is hair. People, want to have that discussion of, well, my hair is straight because I'm Caucasian. Well, my hair is curly because I'm African American. And as a trichologist, I'm here to tell you that hair is hair. There is really no difference in the bond structures. It's really no difference in how your hair grows. What matters is the texture. That's what matters. It's the texture of the hair. So yeah, so that is what I do. I actually have my own practice and salon right here in Towson, Maryland, where I do service clients who come in and they're dealing with various scalp diseases, hair issues, because there is a difference between the two. And so that's what we do. We diagnose. You come in, you get a scalp exam. And I take a look at your scalp, we do a consultation, and I create a report for you that I will email to clients that will have inside of there what actually what we discussed, your etiology, your prognosis, how you got there, to kind of like build a timeline of how we got here. So you will also get that. It's called a summary and recommendation report. And that's pretty much the steps from there. And then from there, people will make a decision if they want to continue with treatment. Some people want to do an at-home treatment. That's fine too. And we can do this in person. We can do it virtual, because of COVID again, a lot of businesses have scaled back to now doing virtual appointments. A lot of doctors and different practices are doing virtual appointments. So I'm definitely open to that. So yeah, that's pretty much what a trichologist is. That is what I do. I've been a trichologist for probably a little over 5 years now. I've been in the business industry for over 12 years. But I've been a trichologist, yes, for approximately 5 going on 6 years. Absolutely. Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. I am so impressed, because for me, I've always preferred to have my hair done at home, because it feels more personal than sitting in a chair and everybody's looking, and if you have an issue. So it's really it's heartwarming to me to know that you have made your services available, that people could be seen and get treatment in the comforts of their own home. So that's awesome. I mean, virtual appointments and at-home treatments is awesome. That's an awesome opportunity. I love it.
And I also explain to people, because, and let me just be transparent for a second. I have a salon here. So the question I get all the time is, because when people hear salon, Kimberly, they're thinking, you have a row of salon chairs, which means there's a row of clients. And then when I come in here, all of them are going to see me. And no, So let me be transparent. Just take a quick second and talk about that. So I know what it's like to deal with hair loss. I had 2 bouts of hair loss, which is how I even got in the industry of making products and becoming a trichologist anyway. I dealt with hair loss, so I know what it's like, to sit in the chair or, sit on the edge of the bed and cry and be like, Lord, what is going on with my hair? So I understand the shame that comes. I understand the guilt of what did I do wrong and not being able to control and fix, because as women, we want to, we're nurturers. We want to fix, whatever it is, I got it. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna find a way. And I couldn't fix this. So I know what it's like to lose your hair, and it just does something to your self-esteem. It just does something to you as a woman, because God calls this our crown. This is our crown of glory, Kimberly. So I just want to reiterate to people, I know that, there are some places you can go and everything is, open, and just, I get that. But because I went through it personally, and I know what it's like to look in the mirror, and I didn't want to see myself, let alone the public see me. So yes, I do have that safe space. So if people come, even virtually, if people come and they want to do appointments virtually, it's just you and me. There's no one else in here. It's a safe space. It's confidential, and that way we can talk, and there's no one else here. I just want to just reiterate that. But yeah, I know what that's like, and like I said, I had 2 bouts of hair loss. One was from a hair issue, and then one was a scalp issue. And I think God allowed me to go through both, because there is a difference between the two. So that way, when I get out there and do, what I'm supposed to do through these treatments that, God has blessed me to do, I can recognize, and not just the physical part of it, but I can help as far as the emotional part, the empathy, because I've been there. I know people have gone to like different trichologists and dermatologists and things like that. I just come from a different perspective because I've been there, done that. So for me, it's not necessarily, girl, I'm gonna get your hair to grow back. It's not even about that, because even though you get your hair to grow, for me, if you have to sit and have a conversation about what this has now done to you psychologically, how you now feeling emotionally about this, because you can feel wonderful here, and I can say, hey, we can get your hair together. I see follicles. There's hope. The whole night, and then get in the car, and people, I've seen it, Kimberly. I had to go to the car. They're breaking down because it's now that they're facing their truth. So it's not just dealing with the physical side of it; it's dealing with the emotional side of it. And again, I know there's some trichologists and dermatologists. I get it, but again, I just come from a different place, because I just understand the emotional trauma that comes. Okay, I said enough. Go ahead, come.
I mean, hair anxiety is a real thing. I have it quite often. I don't know if people understand. I don't know if men have this. They may, but I have a lot of anxiety about my hair before I have to leave the house and do things. I don't know all the roots of it. I can probably guess and put some things together, but it is a source of angst. Managing your personal appearance is something that you can't control, nor can you hide it that easily. Like other things on your body, maybe you can put on a shirt, some pants, but your hair, everybody is going to
Everybody sees it. Yes, everybody sees it. Yeah. And everybody sees it. There is no hiding. We can cover, and all of that. But how long can you do that? Especially when the temperature changes, and and you're going to certain events. And so what are you going to do? And at some point we just have to get to a place. And I understand how, and I know this is a difficult conversation for other people to have. That's why I'm having those hard conversations. I know how difficult it is to come to the reality of what it is, and now have to face it. And now that I face it, I have to make a decision. And then once I make a decision, I now have to deal with it. And then once I deal with it, I now have to really look at it and say, hey, this is what's going on. I need some help. I need some guidance. I need some answers. I think I'm ready now. So yeah, that you're absolutely right. At some point, because I did the same thing, Kimberly. I hid. Oh, listen, I back in I would say, what was it, the mid '90s, late '90s? Remember when ponytails was a thing?
Yes.
They came all sizes, crinkly, whatever. And so my way of hiding, because I was losing hair in the middle so bad. And I was the ponytail queen, even though I was fly. Yeah, I was.
Right.
But people didn't realize I was hiding. So I did my ponytails and it looked good and it got me through. But the more I wore it, the worse it got.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come to a place where I said, you know what? I have to be honest with myself because I'm hiding from them, but you can't hide from you. And I have to face the facts that something is going on here and I have to do something about this.
That's
so
right.
I understand. I truly, when I say I have been there, because people look at me and say, oh my gosh, girl, your hair is so, and I have to say to them, baby, I thank you very much. But there was a time, and I'm very, very, I think that's why God allows us to go through things, certain things, because he knows, we are going to be transparent, because that wasn't me, that was to help the next sister and the next queen and the next king who will walk that same journey, what to do, so I'm that open, very transparent person. So yeah.
We're going to talk it out so we can walk it out. And one of the things that you said that really sticks out to me is that you had to come to a point where you had to decide that I have to do something about this. Mm-hmm. And the question becomes, well, it's not a question, the decisions that follow are often uncomfortable, challenging, and bring you to question, and also bring you to question some of your beliefs. So I experienced hair loss as a young woman in the back of my head, so that was pretty fortunate. Okay. But my concern was, and I believe that it happened after a perm, a relaxer. So I was doing the relaxers all through. I think I had a relaxer at 5 years old. My hair was so thick and so much. Mom was like, "Oh boy, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something to make this a little easier," because she worked a lot and we had things going on. So what she needed to do was to relax, and she did a great job with my hair. My hair always looked nice. It was, curl. It was styled, and the whole thing. But eventually, over time, I started to get the relaxers, even at the salon or at home, because sometimes I'll go to the salon, sometimes we did at home. I would start to get those blisters in my hair, the burns, the chemical burns, the sores.
I remember those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like, oh, it's okay, it'll go away. And it's like, this don't feel. And then when you needed the relaxer, my hair started itching. It was like, why is it itching? So they say don't scratch, because when you get a perm, it's going to burn. It's like, well, it's gonna burn. So you're walking around and you're patting your head.
You must found out the hard way.
Man, you gotta fix it with putting the Vaseline on your scalp. Did you do that? You gotta Vaseline it all around
the whole Girl, make sure you Vaseline them ears. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you better.
So this is why everybody has to go to therapy so much.
Because of the burns. Like, we're actually burning our scalp and trying to deal with the fact that we're burning our scalp to get these hairstyles.
Yes.
And so I guess that is a trauma, right, Daryl?
It is a trauma.
Yeah, it was a trauma watching everybody pat their head when I was
right.
And yelling in the kitchen. I grew up where everybody was doing hair in the kitchen and watching people with the perms and talking about how their head burned, all of the activity that is taking place for them to try and get comfort, and there is no comfort.
And there is no comfort. Wow.
Well, we feel for you. We feel
Yes,
for you.
I remember those days. I remember, and let me take it a step further, Kimberly. We got those chemicals, those perms, and remember it would burn so bad, and then as they're shampooing and they're rubbing, that's burning even more. Then it turns into a scab, and then either my mother used to plait my hair and let it air dry, or for those of us who were fortunate enough to have a blow dryer, I didn't. My mom would just put it in some twists or braids, and then the next day, here comes the hot comb. Oh my gosh, already burning, areas that was already burned from the scalp, from the perm. So, and I know people who do not get perms or haven't gotten perms in a long time or just never had the perm, but they're dealing with scalp conditions because of hot combs and flat ironing and silk pressing, and all of this excessive heat. And I'm not one that's anti-heat. I'm not saying that. I personally, don't use heat on my hair, but I'm not anti-heat. But a lot of times we're just not doing it safely. We're doing it way too often. And a lot of times we're putting heat on top of heat, meaning we will blow dry, and then we'll flat iron, and then we'll silk press.
Yep.
That's just a bit much. I'm just saying.
And then after all of that, you have to run from the rain. Like, I just enjoy as a natural. Yes. Someone asked me at the grocery store, saw the pouring down rain. He's like, "Oh, you need me to help you and open the door?" I was like, "No, I got my natural hair. I'm just wet."
Yes, my hair welcomes that.
Yes. So, guys, I'm sorry. Let me jump in here.
Okay,
we got to pay some bills real quick. We want to let everyone know that you can find Tara's product here on FireCART. We're in the middle of a launch, and this is why we're doing the program, because we have some awesome sellers, and Tara is the 5-star, 5-diamond of our seller group, and we want you to have access to these products. So you can go right on our website on FireCART.shop, and let me give you Tara's exact location where you can buy the product. We're also going to drop it in the comment in the description for Facebook and also for YouTube watchers. Facebook is acting a little crazy today, just to let everybody know. They're trying to block a lot of the content, so we're thankful for that. We can get it out whatever way we need to, so we'll have a little conversation with Facebook. But in the meanwhile, whatever you need, you can find right here on FireCART. So we want you to also make sure you subscribe to her page. You can actually follow her store on FireCART. So whenever she has a new drop, a new release, you can be able to get what you need there. All right, ladies.
General, you came just in time, because we're going to segue our conversation a little bit, because we talked about what was available to us then. But we know, since we were little girls, we have a whole lot more stuff on the shelf to help us to care for our natural hair. So,
absolutely.
Question that I wanted to ask today is, how in the past have businesses affected our ability to care for our own natural hair?
Question for me?
How does business control the products that are available, what we see, what we think we need? Like, how does that work, where everyone just thought, because this is available, we went to the black hair store, the black hair section, and this is what we bought? How does that work?
Well, one, I am in the corporate world, and I always deal with the control and the flow and the distribution of product, uh, public psychology, and things like that. So it really starts at the point of distribution and supply. And the reality is, when it comes down to black hair product, the black community unfortunately does not control the distribution of its own products. The reason is that there is a great infrastructure now of stores, distributors that are not of the black community, and they are determining what they want on the shelf for you in the black community. And these stores are in the black community, and you cannot get access to these types of products many times because they actually don't want to fix the problem. So when you have a product that fixes the problem, that makes things better and more healthy for you, that is a direct conflict with the industry that they are actually in. It's not their industry to fix the problem. Their industry is to mask the problem. And that's what we have to understand. So therefore, from a business model, we're now looking to options where these products can be made available to the community to help promote better health, because we know that what's on the shelf right now currently is not in our best interest.
Yeah, that's really good. And when you were saying that, I started thinking like, wow, um, black hair care was always something that a business that people wanted to be in, because it's like, who else can do our hair?
Yep.
And by you saying that, sheds a light that the beauty industry is so much bigger than us just doing the services of hair. So once again, that's serving a labor role. But how much more to the beauty industry is there, that we could be participating in and benefiting from? So that's just a thought that I just had while you were saying that. Like, beyond just being a stylist, like, you have product, you have trichology, you have all of these other things, marketing, you have media, and all of these components that comprise the beauty industry. So
Absolutely.
manufacturing, distribution, yeah.
Yes. Tara, you're a
Mhm.
manufacturer. What's your experience?
So not really too much on the manufacturing side, but really on the distribution side. I mean, you made some key points that I just want to just piggyback on how certain entities have just made it very, very difficult to get into a lot of these beauty stores, but yet they're in our neighborhoods. I am a retailer, and I have talked to many of these store owners. And when I say store owners, these are Black owned store owners. And I would probably say about approximately 4 to 5 years ago, I was in a lot of those stores. I mean, a lot of those stores. There, we had Supernaturals down there in the heart of the city, the Bel Air Road in Edison. There was another beauty supply store. She had three chains, one in White Marsh Mall and one over there in I think it was S6, Middle River, and then in Columbia Mall. So and these are some major people who were on their way to being giants, seriously, in the industry. And I'm in their stores, Black owned. And once COVID hit, and then with the recession, and then where we are now, every Black owned store, whether it was retail, a beauty store, whatever, has shut down except for one.
Right.
Except for one. And then and here's the other flip side. I'm talking about, as far as African American. So, and now you have the other stores, those other entities who are in our neighborhoods and other neighborhoods, but they're in our neighborhoods. And I've reached out to them, to put my products into their store. And of course, they're they have something set in stone of how you do that. You go to this little portal thing. This is where everybody goes. Products. You go to this portal, and everyone brings their products to this. I think it's about 3 of them to these 3 different places. You ship them, and the beauty supply stores, all of them, order from these 2 to 3 companies. This is around the United States. They order from these 2 to 3 companies, maybe a little bit more. This is probably about maybe a year or 2. I don't know. So you order from these companies, and they will ship it and you put it in your store location, whatever the case may be. And you said something so key because I experienced that, Pastor Daryl. So when I reached out to them and I said, hey, I would love to be in your beauty supply store. You're right down the street, and there's a lot of customers that I have in my neighborhood who shop online or whatever. They could just run in here and get some. Here's my stats. I launched in Macy's. I launched here. Here's my numbers. I can show you what my sales are, the whole nine. And I kindly got emails after emails after emails that I was denied. And so I picked up the phone and I was able to actually speak to one of them. And I'm going to say it very nicely. The issue was the fact that I have hair loss products. I'm here to solve a problem. I'm here to try to fix the solution. Okay. And just for those who may not understand, I have what is called foundational products. Conditioners, shampoos, oil, something that I don't care what your race is, your hair texture, man, woman, boy, child. We need to moisturize, lock, seal, cleanse. I have those products. So I have hair care foundation products. And then you have your styling products, which is your edge controls and your styling creams and your gels, and that's something separate. So when it comes to foundational products, styling products shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what's on the market because we all need that foundation. Make a long story short. So I explained to them, I have hair care products. They're infused with Indian herbs. I sell these globally. Here's the numbers to prove that. All these international places where these products go every week. And they worded it. I'm just going to say it nicely. The problem was we're looking for hair care products. We're looking for styling products that meets the needs of customers. Meet the needs. Okay, so what does that mean? Meet the needs mean okay, their hair is dry. They need to curl their hair. They need something to now help their hair, as far as gel, make it curly, a wash and go. They need to slick it down. In other words, whatever product they need to purchase to style and all of that, they're not looking for a product to fix the underlying issue. So because I had hair loss products that can treat and manage and combat, none of those stores would take me. But if I had a product that would help define your curls and lay them edges down, girl, or whatever, it would have been no issue. It wouldn't have been no issue.
Right.
So I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. So for me, it's not a manufacturing problem. For me, it's distribution. Is distribution, trying to get into those spaces that's just we're already in a saturated market. It's so many hair care products and beauty products out there. It's already saturated, but I know I have something different. And it's just getting people to buy into the fact that hair care should come before hairstyling. I don't have a problem with style all you want to, but give your hair a fresh start. Give it a foundation to stand on to be able to handle whatever you're going to do. Let's make sure you're good and moisturizing. You've locked your hair and your scalp is healthy. I'm just trying to just make sure that we have our foundation straight before we reach for the flat irons and everything else. So yeah, that has been my experience.
Yes. Go ahead, Kim.
I'm gonna let that settle because some of us have to come to the point of accepting that the style is not the priority. Okay.
Yes.
The care and the condition of the hair has to come first.
Yes.
Because we are preconditioned to looking in a book or looking on Instagram or wherever and saying, ooh, I want to look like that. But there are some things that we're going to have to prioritize more than the aesthetics, and that is our health.
Yes. And can I just touch on something, Kimberly?
Sure.
Even back to what Pastor Darrell was talking about, as far as, well, you posed a question how, this has affected, businesses, as far as, getting products, using products, the whole nine. I just want to just stress to whoever is watching this, whoever may tune in later, like, comment, and share, please. Whoever may come in and look at this recording later, the only way we can change the trajectory in the beauty industry when it comes to our hair and our products, we have got to support. There are some amazing companies out there. Yes, I am one of them. But there are some amazing companies out there. We use products and ingredients that is formulated for our hair. There's some ingredients that they don't need to be on our hair strands. I'm just being honest. We'll have a whole nother podcast for that. But we need to support Black-owned hair care businesses. Who knows our hair better than we do?
Okay.
Not anybody else. Us. Okay. So we need to support. We need to. The only way we can turn this thing around, and our Black-owned businesses and hair care businesses don't go underground and don't go out of business. We got to support them. And we can support everybody else. We got to support our own. We have to do that. Yeah. And I just want to touch on a little TikTok thing. Can I just share something with you? I was one of those who went on TikTok and they're like looking at these hairstyles and things. And we will have another topic on that. I know we'll have a conversation on that. But understand that a lot of times what we see on TikTok and Instagram and their hair just comes out fabulous and this just flat and perfect. Is that your hair type? Right. Is that your hair texture?
Right.
What product did she use versus what you used? Coming to a podcast near you. Go ahead, Kimberly.
How about it? That's the thing. That's the key. You have to shop your hair. The same thing with your clothes. You got to go by your body type.
Yes, we can't wear everything. We can't wear everything.
Wear it all. Okay, it's not.
All right, we're gonna be nice. We're
gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice.
So you mean I can't wear spandex with a S curl? Hey, it's folk out there that they're asking the question. I mean, you
gotta know your hair type and your body type. And
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You never know. I mean, look,
that is not
Soul Glow was a thing, okay?
Daryl,
did you say Soul Glow?
Soul Glow was a thing, y'all.
I'm gonna help you out, Daryl. What you're trying to say is some people wanted curly hair when their hair didn't want to be curly. So they had to get it a little wet, and a little greasy and drippy to try to achieve a look that might have been not for them.
So all my friends from the 80s, that's where all those burn spots come from. I guess that's what you're really trying to tell me.
It's true. And we're going to have another show because it's a lot of focus on women, but men and Black men have also put a lot of chemicals on their hair to straighten it, texturize it, wave it. So we'll have a conversation about that too, because it's not just for the ladies, it's for the men as well. Because men have also put chemicals on their hair.
It's not.
A lot of them and a lot of products. So
yes.
Yep.
And what a lot of men are missing. Yeah. And what a lot of men are missing, and this has nothing to do with Black, white, just men in general, is that you guys need a regimen too. You can't just, and you're right, they put chemicals on it and they gone. Or they just do a cut and they out of here. And just for men and they out of here. No, there's steps.
Right. Because hair is hair, right?
Yes. Yes. And you want to be flaky and no, and edge spots and no. you need a regimen, sir. So yes, I
Right.
got the net. That's a whole nother podcast. So we got to make sure that we let them
Oh
know that we're
Lord.
going to do that.
Now I wanna put this in here because
Okay.
if you are looking and you need help, you need a consultation. I want you to make sure that you follow and find Tara at her shop right here online.
Yes.
You
Mm-hmm.
can schedule an appointment. She can do virtuals. Tara, talk to us a little bit about that for a second.
Okay, so just really briefly, because I know we have a lot we need to cover. So I do have a salon trichology right here. For those of you who are here in Maryland, I'm next door to Towson Town Center, right on Joppa Road. So open from 10 to 6. And for those who are interested in virtual appointments, yes, I do offer those services. I don't care where you live, what state, what country. Call me, video me, streamline whatever you need to do, but find me. I would be honored to at least sit down and take a look at what's going on with your scalp. Yes, we can do that virtually. I will email you the form, take a look at your scalp. If we have to swap some photos and figure out what is going on here and put you on a regimen, get you some scalp treatments and get you all set up right in the privacy of your own home. So please do that. You can call me at 443-554-5410. Also go on the link. All my information is there. And it's very affordable because what I found out, Pastor Daryl and Kimberly, is that so many, not just women, men too, so many people deal with hair loss. But what's unfortunate is that everybody can't afford treatment. And I don't care whether you work at Walmart or Wall Street, you should be able to do something about what is going on with your hair and scalp and not have to worry about breaking the bank to do so. So in person, you get consultation, scalp exam, and a report, only $99. You're not going nowhere and get nothing. $99. I mean, and I believe in doing everything one-stop shop. That's what we're doing. Consultation, scalp exam, your report. For virtual, it's only $75. That's it. $75. And yes, I even have a payment plan for that. I just want guys to come. We don't want to be doing this in vain. We're going to be continuing these podcasts. So we want people not just to tune in to help. We want you to tune in to help steer you in the direction of coming to a place where you're saying, you know what, I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to do something. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm right here in Towson, Maryland, 21286, right next to Towson Town Center, and I would absolutely love to see you guys.
We're trying to make it easy for everybody. Well,
yes.
we're trying to make it so that people. This is about access. This is about opportunity. So when the reason why the platform exists, the reason why the show exists, the reason why we exist is to not make things hard for anybody. We want to make things easy for people who otherwise have seen it and have lived it in a hard manner. We want to make this something that is accessible for everybody else. So this conversation is, of course, a lifelong conversation. It's something I have heard since childhood, and I hear to this day. So that's why we're doing this show, and we really want everybody to get the information and then to take action. This is important, everybody. You need to take action, whether you buy a product on the store, make a consultation, share the show. Don't be a passive watcher, okay? Don't just go by quickly and scroll by. We want to take this time for it to be meaningful and to be useful. So, guys, go ahead.
I was going to say, hurry up and get your spot. Because I heard Miss Tara say she does one-on-one. So you better hurry up and get your seat in that chair. Because everybody's going to be coming. It's going to be flooded. Yes. You better hurry up while it's $75 because supply and demand is a real thing. Okay?
Yes,
Miss Tara does not have time for the whole world. So you better go ahead and get your spot in that chair. today.
Yes.
I'm
It's
so thrilled.
affordable. I just want people to come. Yes. Take advantage of it. It's summertime. What better way to start your journey during this season? It's summer means relaxing, take time off. It's all about me. So take the summer to focus on you. So by the time the fall comes, we have turned things around so much when it comes to your hair and scalp. Focus on you. Take this time. People may not know this either, Kimberly, but when it comes to summer, that is one of the seasons where your hair grows the most. That's called the anagen phase, because of vitamin D, which is very beneficial for the hair and scalp. Take advantage of it. Throw your hair in a protective style, come get treatment, and let's do this. We have 2.5 months to turn this thing around. I am offering these prices for the rest of the summer. For the rest of the summer. Yeah. And for those who are logging in or will be looking at this later, I'm gonna give you a code even now. My first name Tara. I would even discount the prices on the products along with your trichology just to get you guys in here.
Wow.
Like I said, we're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. I agree with everything you guys are saying, Pastor Daryl and Kimberly. We don't want to do this in vain. We don't. And we're all coming from our own personal experiences. We're not just saying this because we're just here just to jump on the bandwagon of a trend. No, this is our own personal journey and our own personal struggle. That's why we have such a desire and a passion to do this. You know how they ask you the question, if there's one thing you could do for free, what would it do? It would be this. Yes, I can do it in my sleep. I do it all day. I do it all night. I wake up and the first thing that's on my mind is, God, how can I make a difference in the lives of people who are going through exactly what I'm going through? And yeah, we're going to be here every week. We're going to be here every week, but somebody needs to make a decision.
So we started one way, but as we get near the end, we made sure that everybody knows that we started with Tara Gregory for a reason. But if you look on the screen, we just had a name alteration. We just had a name change because it's some new things coming forward and we want to reflect that. So I want to give you a second to bring that up.
Okay, so my name changed.
Because the screen had Gregory, and just make sure that
that's okay. Yeah, so I am in the process. I'm going to take 30 seconds. I'm in the process of rolling this name out everywhere. So it's going to be on the website. It's going to be for the salon. It's going to be, we're rolling it out. My name is Tara T. Gregory, and I changed it to Tara T. Adora. I made that decision. It's a God-led decision. I went into prayer about it, and it's just a way for me to now launch things like this that we're doing, podcasts, traveling more, creating more products. So this is just a way for me to rebrand the name. It's still me, but I'm rebranding the name because the business is going to another level. So if the business is going to another level, Tara has to follow.
All right.
Tara has to follow. So the name change is really just an extension and an upgrade to what God is doing as far as the business. So just, forward to updates, changes, launches, things like FireCART Shop TV, which we're going to get into in the next few minutes because I'm so excited to be on this platform. Oh my gosh, just the opportunities that this is giving for other Black people that are online. And I know I'm probably saying more than I'm supposed to say, that are online. So do not jump off. Stay tuned because there's so much more we want to share right here, right now. But yes, guys, that is the reason for the name change. Tara T. Adora. Rolling out everywhere.
Rolling
out.
Like now. So, and if you get confused, just say Tara. I'm good.
Right.
Lady T, the trichologist, Tara T, Tara trichologist. You're going to find her everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Google. Come on, y'all. And
yes, there you go. That's it. Yes.
Inboxes. We'll get a link. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We want everybody to know. We want everybody to know a little bit about FireCART because we are in the vendor phase. So we want, if you are a budding vendor, we want you to go to FireCART.shop. You'll see a spot that says vendors, okay? And you want to set up as a vendor. We are actually starting the population of the marketplace. So what we need you to do is to go on, set up your shop. You can actually start for free. And while we're in the founders phase, it's going to cost you at least, at minimum, beyond free, $9.99. Is that a deal? I think that's a deal. I heard that's a deal.
It's a limited deal because
right.
it's too good of a deal. But
if you've been on other platforms, you're going to find out how much of a deal it really is. So
I have, and it's a whole lot more than $9. I'm just saying.
Right. And
I just wanted to interject with a big idea because I'm so excited about FireCART TV, FireCART Shop, and I really want people to know our true intention with this. We want to give everybody a chance and an opportunity to be seen. We have so many people that make some awesome products. We have so many people that are doing some awesome things, and they are not getting enough shine. So FireCART TV, just like this, we're sitting down, we're talking to Tara about what she does, we're spreading the word, but we're also making the technology available because she did hit on this quickly, talking about post-COVID, changes in retail, people closing their stores. We're making it so that you can order your stuff online and it gets to your house. We are the #1 selling marketplace for new hot products. And that is what we aim to do. We want to get the word out about these awesome products, these awesome people that deserve the shine. So I'm excited to use my God-given talents and abilities to make that happen. And I'm so excited to see all of this coming together with tech and distribution and product creation and the stories so that we can actually get the stuff we need and have our crown together and have our pockets full. So let's do the thing. I'm excited.
Hey, now I'm not trying to start some stuff. Which might be a little bit of a bending of the truth. But we're with FireCART eventually going to launch a social platform so that we don't have to worry about our videos being suppressed. And our posts being suppressed and your product being suppressed. And you'll have a community to be able to share with and to sell with, because the purpose of FireCART is to create circular money. So a seller can be an affiliate, and an affiliate can be a buyer. So when people buy from an affiliate, when people buy from a seller, the affiliate makes money, and then the buyer is able to become an affiliate.
Daryl,
and they make money.
Daryl, you're saying too much. They gotta come to the meeting. Come to the meeting. Come to the webinar.
You know when you're excited,
you gotta click the button. They gotta come to the meeting. They gotta come to the webinar.
So come to the webinar. We'll show you how it works. So we wanted to throw that in for a quick second because what we're trying to do is we're creating something really exciting. I had to throw that in on FireCART because that's really important. As a tech guy, as you know, I'm a tech guy. I'm a business guy. So we are excited about that opportunity because this is about growth. And it's not, see, when one grows, all grow. That's the economy we're creating. And that's what we're looking forward to. And that's our vision and idea. Yeah. Now, back to the conversation at hand as we get ready to close out. Okay. What is the most important thing that, and this is first, of course, primarily a question for you, Tara, but then also for you, Kim. What is the thing that we should focus on moving from this conversation before next week's conversation? What would you say?
Um, you said what is the most important thing?
Yeah,
What was
to
the last
think
part you
about.
said?
Yeah, before we get together again next week, what should the people
Mhm.
contemplate about? What should they think of coming out of? What's the takeaway from this conversation? And
Got
then
you.
I'm an action person. You know, I'm an action person, so I believe the audience should
Absolutely.
think about taking some action.
Okay. Absolutely. So that's really two part because we have people on here who are dealing with hair loss. They're on here because we are Scalp and Hair Diaries, and they're coming to see what we have to say, see if there's any solutions, if anything resonated with them. So one of the takeaways is definitely come see me. That's one takeaway. But then we have people too who are they just love podcasts. They may not be dealing with hair loss. It's like, but let me just see what this is about. So we have those people, and that's primarily who I'm speaking to too, because a lot of them are business owners or know someone who is, a business owner. So the that second takeaway is think about FireCART. We're doing something different. We're not doing anything new, but we're doing something different. This is so innovative. We don't have to deal with the competition. We don't have to deal with so many other things that we deal with on these oversaturated platforms. Think about it. Sign up for the meeting that they'll have with you. You won't be disappointed. I am there. We're looking for other like-minded people to help grow and scale your businesses. That's the second takeaway. The third takeaway that I want people to think about or do, if you are logged on, if you're going to look at this later and you enjoy it, put the word out that we're here every single Monday at 1 o'clock. Continue to come back, continue to spread the word because you may know somebody who could utilize these tools and services. So put the word out there. Those are the three takeaways that I have that I can, put out there that I really want people to think about and just keep on their mind as we're about to log off.
Kim,
Mhm.
Takeaway. I don't know if I have a takeaway, but a wish. I'm a hope. And I'm hoping to get some feedback from you all to gather some of your stories because it's not all about us, it's about you too. I'm looking forward to hearing some stories, having people share some stories, having more conversations about more things that relate to our hair and our needs. And so for next episode, I want each person to think about sharing. Share with us. I mean, I would love to hear your feedback. Share with a friend. Tell them about the platform, the product, and the services. And share about how you feel about your experiences and your journey with your hair and your crown. So that's what I'm looking forward to in between this week and next
I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. And I hope that everybody has received a benefit from this whole experience. And we look forward to sharing these videos as far as we can send them, as far as they can go. And we want you to make sure you tell somebody, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody. I'm sure you know someone. We all know someone who deals with these issues and these struggles. So share with them. Let them know that we're here. We're here to have meaningful discussion, and we're here to talk about answers and solutions, and to talk about how it has affected you and how you are trying to deal and navigate in life and society as it relates to this journey. So this is Daryl Elliott. Thank you, Tara T. Adora, and also Kimberly Elliott. We thank you all guys so much for this launch. I think it was a great day. How do you feel about it? I think it was
week. I had a ball.
It
I'm
was
just,
amazing.
but I'm still stuck on the Jerry curl spandex and the wide. I'm still laughing, but I had so much fun. That was funny. It was so
It
much
was
information.
awesome.
It was all the things. So I feel like we left nothing on the table as far as this experience. I'm really full. I'm joyed. I'm tickled, and I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Thank you,
amazing.
everybody.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we'll catch you next week on Hair and Scalp Diaries. Bless you.